Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning for my lecture. I want to say thank you for giving me a chance here to stand here to present my final project proposal today. Before showing the slides, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Isna Dewi Azazariani. I'm from Design and Manufacture Engineering Study Program. So here, the title for my project proposal is Design of a Spreader Bar as a Lifting Aid in the erection process. So here we go to chapter 1. It's about the background, the problem, research objective, research significant, and research scope. It's about the background of the study. Indonesia is one of the large palm oil production countries in the world, reaching around 50 to 60% of the total palm oil production volume in the world. The need for industrial chemical raw material is increasing along with the development of industry in Indonesia. To support the production process in large quantities, the company must also add machines for production. The erection of equipment will take place wherever there is a planned amines production facility. The process of making an appointment should be carried out with careful preparation. For this reason, it is necessary to pay attention to calculation on the load of the structure, environment, and lifting equipment. Because there are often several obstacles related to the lifting process, including overstress in the equipment, friction occurs between the sling used and the equipment being lifted. In addition, you can reduce the stress or avoid overstressing certain parts of the equipment when the lifting process requires a spreader bar is a lifting support device. One of the obstacles that must be anticipated in the erection equipment plan amines production facility process is that the sling or wire rope used in the lifting. A spreader bar is needed as a lifting aid so that the spreader bar works with high intensity due to the repeat or cyclic loading treatment. Based on this, structure fatigue will have a high probability of occurring. Analyzing the stress of the structure and calculating the estimated fatigue life of the spreader bar using software based on the finite element method. Based on the description of the background, the research problem to be put forward is as follows. First, what is the maximum stress of working on the spreader bar structure under predetermined load condition? How many deflections occur in the spreader bar structure under predetermined load condition? What is the estimated age of fatigue life of the bar spreader structure before failure? What is the overall material cost required for spreader bar? Based on the formulation of the problem above, the objective of this study are knowing the maximum stress of working on the spreader bar structure under predetermined load condition, knowing the deflection that occurs in the spreader bar structure under predetermined load condition, knowing the estimated age of fatigue life of the spreader bar structure before it fails. In the last, knowing the overall cost requirement of the material spreader bar. The research significance attributed to this study include: first, understand the finite element software application and regulation for strength and fatigue analysis of the spreader bar. Predict the age of fatigue so that periodic check and the maintenance can be carried out. As a literature and the reference for subsequent research. The scope of the problem in the study includes: first, the study was conducted to calculate the structure of the spreader bar and lifting equipment used. Spreader bar is only done designing. The spreader bar is designed to lift 20 tons of structure or equipment. The concept design is designed using only one type of material. The length of the spreader bar is 2,500 meters. The study only assumes static loading. The material used for the spreader bar is not analyzed and is assumed to have met the established criteria. Welding and pad-eye joint are assumed to be flawless. Additional limitations and assumptions will be listed later if necessary. Next, we go to Chapter 2. There are previous research and literature review. In previous research, I saw 5 previous research. First, from the first one, research that has been conducted by Cahyono with the title Fatigue Analysis of Saving Tower Level. The static loading of the structure was considered in the study, namely vertical maximum load of the crane and horizontal is thrust wind force and tangential force. And from the second one, the use of the monorail bogie mount is the subject of research conducted by Awaluddin with the title Fatigue Life Analysis of UTM 125 bogie monorail mounting structure with a capacity of 24 tons using the finite element method. The material used is study is SS400 and the loads considered in this study are live load, wind load, equipment load, and longitudinal load. In this study, several design improvements were made to get structural result in high cycle. So, and the third by Kumarati with the title Fatigue Life Analysis of Frame Door Passenger Deck Structure and Steel Rope of Roro 1500 GT Ferry. Analyzes fatigue life on ram door structure using two variations of steel material, namely ISTM 836 and ST52, as well as two load models, namely one car load and two car load. And next, the aluminum boot crane foundation is the subject of research in the scientific journal compiled by Sultan with the title Strength Analysis and Fatigue Life Calculation of the Aluminum Boot Crane Foundation on Class 3 petrol boats. This study contains an analysis of the strength and fatigue life of the boot crane foundation using the element 2 and Goodman mean stress correction method. And the last research conducted by Zafira with the title Designing an Adjustable Holder as a Means of Supporting Roll Machine. This research was conducted to analyze the strength of the adjustable holder plate mount structure, the effect of adjustable holder plate mount design on time efficiency, and the material cost requirement for the adjustable holder plate. This research used the finite element method for structure strength analysis and the Ulrich method for the assessment process and selection of design process. And the next are some of the theory and research results that are used as the theoretical basis for this research. Next, we go to chapter 3. It's about the research flowchart and research schedule. The stage of the process to be carried out in this study can be seen on the slide. The first is literature study and file study, where at this stage reference collection and data collection relate to the object and carry out. The identifying the problem and also determine the objective and scope of the research, where the points have been described in chapter 1. Next, data collection is the process of obtaining of information related to the object to be studied, which is carried out with the staff concerned. The next step is compiling a list of needs, in which this stage refers to the data that has been obtained so far. This stage aims to obtain the required product specification. The dimension of the profile used must then be determined in accordance with the requirements of the dimension. The dimension of the profile used must then be determined in accordance with requirements of PPBBE Chapter 4. Next is the calculation of the load to be lifted, followed by the determination of the lifting gear, including sling, shackles, and pad eye, where the determination of the pad eye geometry must meet the criteria of API 17D. Once the spreader bar and lifting gear have been determined, the step is modeling and loading simulation using Autodesk Fusion and ANSYS Workbench. After the simulation is done, it can be continued to carry out a fatigue life analysis. The base concept from the concept assessment metric is then chosen as the design concept. Then it can be continued to make detailed drawing of the selected design concept. Then it can be continued by drawing conclusion and providing suggestion for future research. After the explanation of the research flowchart, it will now be continued on the research schedule as shown on the slide. This research was planned according to the schedule starting from November to June. It's all about my presentation, all about my slide today. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.